Hey guys, so welcome to a new series, AGC Classics or AGC Archives. I actually haven't picked out a name yet. Hopefully by the time this is uploaded, I've already decided. But this video is about AGC and how I met Pig and Mirko. First of all, what is AGC? So AGC started out as a Fortnite clan back in 2017. I was really serious about video games. I didn't really play them for fun at that point. I played them for, competitive reasons. I wanted to be the best. Obviously, that's changed now. I play video games for fun, which is honestly how they're supposed to be played. That's why they're video games. Not a sport. It started out as a Fortnite clan. I was pretty much recruiting at that point. I was the only person in it. So, this kind of ties into how I met Pig. So, I don't remember ever adding this person, but apparently they were on my friends list. I probably met them in a lobby and ended up sending them a friend request, maybe the other way around. Either way, we had each other as friends. This kid's name was Big DJ. He was this little kid, and he was absolutely hysterical. Not because he was saying anything really that funny, but because of his reaction to something that happened. We're in a party together, and I look, and I see somebody named I Killed Man Bear Pig. This person has a microphone. At that point, I didn't have a microphone, so he didn't know how I sounded. But that's how I met Pig. That was Pig. And, he was actually friends with Big DJ. Because at that point, Pig added a lot of people, and he played with a lot of people. Honestly, I miss those days because he would invite me, and then we would always have somebody else to play with, and we'd fuck with them or whatever we want to do. And he starts making jokes, and Big DJ is getting pissed. This is what I was talking about. His reactions were hysterical. He was getting so angry. He was telling him to stop saying that. His mom's close by. He doesn't want his mother to hear this. But Pig does it anyway, like Pig does. And I apologize for the very boring Minecraft footage in the background. I have nothing else to play at the moment, so hopefully, as this series goes on, I'll get more exciting things to put in the background, so you have something to watch while you're listening. So, I make a group chat with me, Pig, and Big DJ, and I name the group, Fag. But I put the A as an @ symbol, which is a reference to FAG, Federation of Asshole Gamers. That's actually sort of where AGC came from. I met a kid named Tio. Tio Drippy, CVO. And this kid was a weirdo. He was grounded for a year straight because he got caught having sex with his girlfriend. And he was telling me all sorts of things, the positions they used, reverse cowgirl, doggy style, taking her from behind, and he sent me a few pictures, and I'll describe these pictures for you. Sorry about that. I know you hear Johnny. I knew this was gonna happen because I actually tried doing this video once before, and it failed. It went to shit. Maybe I'll insert a few clips of that in here. One of these pictures was her pussy up close, and she just got cream pied. And I was a 12-year-old boy, hormones going wild. I was loving it.
McDonald's, I'm loving it.
So this was one of the first experiences for me seeing a naked woman's body. Well, this was a girl's body. I was 12, this girl was 14, so it's not like, I was old enough to be her big brother and I got a picture of her naked. It's not that. It's not weird at all. It's just something that happens. And I regret doing what I did. Don't get me wrong, but I was a child who didn't know any better. So the other picture was this girl, bent over, her legs spread, and her pussy out. I take the picture of her vagina up close, her pulsating vulva. She had a big clitoris as well, just putting that out there. I took this picture, and I sent it in the group chat with me, Pig, and Big DJ. And we were all in the party still, so we could all hear each other. Pig was fucking dying. And then Big DJ, like the little kid he is, was freaking out. He was like, "Ew! Delete that! Delete that! That's so gross!" And I'm fucking dying. Obviously, like I said, I didn't have a microphone, but Pig did, and I heard him. He couldn't breathe from the amount of laughter. Big DJ blocked all of us and left the group chat, and I never heard from the kid again. He's probably around 14 years old at this point, which is just insane to think about. I wonder if I could actually find that kid and ask if he remembers all of that. After that, Pig, I earned all of his respect. And from that point on, he looked at me, you know, we weren't very close at the start, but obviously now me and him are father and son. I mean, we are inseparable. We're best friends. We have been for almost 4 years at this point. It's insane to think about. I was 12 when I first met him. And as time went on, I got funnier and funnier. My comedy was more refined. Like I said, I earned his respect. He thought I was the funniest kid he's ever heard. And, the most disturbed as well, because at that point, I knew things a 12-year-old should not know. I mean, by the age of 8 years old, I knew what a dirty Sanchez was, an Alaskan pipeline. I was calling people faggots. I was telling them to suck my dick. I mean, I was a bad kid. And we started playing every day, and, you know, it was great. So back to AGC. I told him about the clan I was starting, AGC, Asshole Gamer Crew. Or as he called it, Asshole Gaping Club. And I asked him, "Hey, I'm the only member in the clan. I'm obviously the founding member. I'm looking for people to join. Would you like to be the co-founder?" He said, "Yeah, absolutely." Then I met Mirko. I used to play a game called Blacklight Retribution. I loved that game. That game, so fantastic. A free-to-play shooter with such charm, a nice community, a small one, but a nice one nonetheless. And I was really good at it. I played games for fun because I loved video games. I loved playing them with my friend. And that's how I am now. But at this point, I was hell-bent on being a pro. And I love to brag about it. So I found the biggest Blacklight Retribution community on PlayStation when they still had communities. And I sent a picture of my best game. I think it was 35-0, which is actually really impressive. And I said, "I'm a pro player. Please, message me if you need wins because I can carry you." The most sanctimonious way of putting it. My head was so far up my ass, I brushed my teeth with toilet paper. I mean, seriously. But Mirko, this guy named Nakilik Mirkoslav, didn't think so. He thought I was cool, because he replied to me. And I have pictures of these. I'll put them up. Okay, I couldn't find the picture of me and Mirko's first interaction, but I did find this. This is Pig talking about how we met, 2018. just insane. And then at the bottom, guess what you have? You have what Mirko said to me, the first words from Mirko. And yeah. So yeah, guys, just insert this real quick. Yeah, pretty historical shit. He he replied to me famously, of course. Here, classic moment. I mean, me and Mirko still talk about this. He replies to me, "Maybe one day you will be good like me." So I message him garbage. I'm talking mad shit. I'm just talking all of this trash. I'm telling him to suck my ass. You suck. I'm calling him a bitch. Every swear word in the book, I'm using it. Guaranteed. And by the end, we're both laughing our asses off. And I tell him, "You're really funny." He says the same to me. And we end up being friends. And look at us now. And by the way, this is in 2017 as well. Look at us now. Me and Mirko are brothers. He's my big bro. I'm his little bro, you know? Little mini story, I guess you could call it a bonus. It's because of Mirko, my name on YouTube is TroyLad. Because back in 2018, 2019, when he's still learning English, he asked me, "What does lad mean?" I hear that word a lot, and I don't know what it means. And I tell him, lad is a word prominent in Europe, and it means friend. Usually somebody who's much younger than you. Usually an apprentice of some sorts. And he said, "Okay, well, you're my lad." And even now, he still calls me lad. He still calls me lad. He says, "See ya, lad. Hey, lad." You know, etc., etc. So I thought, when, you know, starting out on YouTube, come up with a unique name. What does Mirko call me again? Lad. What's my name? Troy. Troy Lad. Sounds kind of catchy. So I went with it. So thank you, Mirko, for asking a simple question. Because if it weren't for you, well, people would be calling me something else and would have kind of been weird. Back to the main story at hand. So I tell Mirko about the clan I started, AGC, and I tell him what it's all about. And I ask him, "Would you like to be a co-founder? I already have one. Maybe you'll meet him one day." And you'll see what happens with that. You know, it's funny. And he says, "Absolutely. But only if I control." I remember he said that. "Only if I control." And I said, "Of course you can. I'll troll with you." You know, and after that, I started recruiting people, to the AGC, organization, I guess you could call it. I started recruiting people, and, there were a lot of members. It was at a point where I stopped caring about being good at video games. I just wanted to have fun and fuck with people. Because I've been trolling people since I was about 8 years old. Alright? I started out on Minecraft, griefing worlds, getting little kids, younger than me of course, to say stuff they shouldn't say. I, wanted to change this. I wanted to make this group, not some sort of gaming team that would join the esport or something like that, you know? I don't give a shit about that stuff. I did at one point, but not anymore. So I decided to tell them, this is now a trolling crew. You don't need to get on the game and get us wins, but when we play, you better troll people. And, me, Pig, and Mirko, the original AGC members. As far as I'm concerned, the only AGC members. were the only ones trolling, doing anything. The other ones, they didn't give a shit. So we kicked them all out, and it was just us at that point. And, you know, a little time passes, we recruit maybe 1 or 2 people every year. They end up being the same as the others. Uh, you know, it's just us. Us three. So that's the story of AGC. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really do appreciate you guys watching it, because this is a look into why this channel is the way it is. I mean, I'm almost at 100 funtages, which is just insane to think about. Go on the Funtage with Friends playlist. 98 videos. Insane. I wanted to make this series as a dedication and celebration of this channel and my best friends in the world, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be doing this. And if it weren't for AGC, I would have never met them, and wouldn't be alive if it weren't for them. It's a long story, but they did save my life multiple times, and I owe it all to them. So, thank you guys for watching. This series will give you a little look into AGC. I will be uploading videos where I talk about our greatest trolling operations ever. You know, multiple videos where it's jokes revolving around one particular victim of our trolling shenanigans. You'll get a lot of stories. It's pretty much a AGC storytime series, and I hope you guys really enjoy it, because this series has a lot of potential, and I really love telling stories. I consider myself a very good storyteller. I get into the details, the intricacies very well, and I can present it as is, with a little, you know, embellishment. You know, I add a little spice to the dish, if you will. So, thank you guys for watching, and take care.